Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Chandler Catanzaro of the Jets ready to do the honors, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down following the run. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Guys are now on second down. Fighting him off. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
First carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together. A ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Here we go.
Now Kaiser. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. And Parkey's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Throw now on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Kaiser. He finds Yeldon. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw, Kaiser. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now he's forced out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40. And down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now. 3-19.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter. Look to throw here. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richards. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Goes underneath for Bell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first and goal, Dixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're going to look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Kizer on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
To throw is Kizer. The 20. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, it's Dixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up and run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Quick hitch, complete. It's Richards. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's a give to Yeldon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now here come the Dolphins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A screen to Bell. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kaiser to throw it. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, It's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. Look at the spin. Balance. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll go again with Bell. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on
Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 65 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down, Kaiser. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw here. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. That's a touchdown for the Jets. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Good. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Go. Leopard. Over. Kill. Turn up. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. Anunu's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Over. Now let's go. 3-19.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. This D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Shift together here from the D-line. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.